Hey guys, Toaster here. Just wanted to show you a game I had in my T-34-85M. I did get this for free during the marathon, and I really like it. I've got like a 63 or 64% win rate in it, and it's an excellent Tier 6. Against other Tier 6s, it's amazing. It's got pretty good frontal armor, and it's got a very good turret. That cupola is somewhat of an issue, but it's kind of hard to hit if you're moving. The gun handling's not very good, but I'm used to American tanks. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I make some really serious mistakes at the start of the game. I noticed that there are no light tanks, and so because there are no light tanks and I'm a bottom tier tank, my tank is not near as valuable as the other tanks. And so if I can get lights on stuff as it's going hill, I figure that maybe I can go ahead and get some assist damage and freeze them on the hill, because the hill wins the game in this map. You do need some stuff middle, of which we have very little, and I don't know what lit me there, but I'm dead stopped when I get lit, and so my fear, of course, is Artie. And of course, like a dope, I sit still, and all three Arties hit me. However, their T69 is nearly dead because of that. So right now I'm in a really bad position, right? But I don't have a choice, and I notice that I'm not getting shot at from the field side. So what I decide to do is slide down here, which then I lose another 146 health. I mean, it's obvious I'm not to the level of the quickie babies of the world, right? But I figure, okay, it looks like the hill is going to be a good fight. Let's see what we can do up here to harass the enemy. We are up 2-0, and one of their tier 8s is out of the fight. So I'm feeling good about that. And so we do see the T-34, and I don't even know why I shoot. There's almost no chance that I'm going to hit him, but we do spot a couple of tanks. And the Scorpion G, I get so lucky. He shoots my tracks, and I'm trying to retrack him, but it doesn't quite work. So now I'm dropping down. I have a feeling he's going to push me because there's guys on the hill, and if he doesn't, he's dead, right? So I load an HE round, and it's a good thing I did, because we were able to track him, and that forces him to fire when he's unaimed and he misses. So part of this, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you got to get lucky, right? And so we got a little bit lucky. That Dicker Max is right there. He's gonna get pummeled. So it doesn't seem like that great a game, right? But I'm up to 2,500 assist, and when you're talking ace tankers in a tier 6 to have 2,500 assist and 1,100 damage and a kill on a tier 8, you're gonna do well. So we're able to light up the Artie, and also the SU-122. So we're able to put a hit into him, and it's a nice high roll of 195. This is an average roll of 170, I think, or 180. So so now it's just mop up time. You know, they were able to win the hill because they weren't getting shot at from the knoll, and nobody went field on their side. It was really weird. So we did not light this guy, but we went ahead and hit him for 170, just under average, which is fine. And there's only one guy left now. So sometimes, even if you make a mistake at the beginning, you can do okay. And you know, admittedly, I needed a lot of luck to get this ace tanker. I'm not going to say it was a total skill ace tanker, and a lot of them for me aren't. A lot of them are people being complete idiots, and that's the only reason that I get the ace tanker. But when you watch a lot of the Quickie Baby videos, they're the same way. These guys are just there's idiots on the enemy team, and I hate to say it, but they're just or unskilled players, maybe I should call them, that just come in one by one on a heavily armored tank, or they don't have the V range, or any myriad of things they're trying to attack where they don't have gun depression, and where the you're able to just farm them. And so I'm not at the skill level where I can just farm really good players like that because they're not going to make those mistakes, and I have trouble with that. But in cases like this where the guy, it's like, holy smokes. So we take a few shots at this E25. I don't even know if we hit him, to be frank. Oh, we do. We track him, which is unfortunate. But, after my luck, yeah, I don't think I'm going to complain too much. So, so we are spotting, and I'm waiting for that E25 to attack that Hummel because, well, one is I don't have the hit points to actually fight the C-25, and so I'm willing to attack and maybe get some damage, but only if it's easy damage. So I thought that T-34-85 was going to go in, and I didn't want to shoot my buddy in the back, so I fired clutch and didn't get the shot. But that's okay. I mean, ended up with 4,500 total, and so that kind of shows you a little bit of a lucky game, but also getting into a good position where you can pick up that assist damage because you're not that important as a tier 6. And so that's important to remember if you're on an open map and you have decent view range, or you can get to a position that is hard to dig you out, that you can get a lot of assist and you can help your team a lot. Even if you end up dying for it, it's all actually worth it. If you get a 3,000 assists, that means you're doing a lot of work in a tier 6 and a tier 8 game. So let's go ahead and look at the post game stats, and we'll go from there. Okay, here we are at the post-game stats, and as you can see, we got an ace tanker. We ended up spotting quite a few tanks and damaging quite a few tanks, and also, well, I guess we only really damaged 4 tanks, but we spotted 4 damage several tanks. That T-69 at the start was a great start for us. So we ended up with 1,517 experience, which is or damage, which is great. 2 kills, 1,358 base XP, which is pretty good. Puts us at the top of the team by a fair margin. So we ended up with 63,000 credits, and so that's the other thing. When you're spotting stuff for your team, you're not firing, so you're not using ammo. You're not hopefully not taking damage like I did, but the repair costs on this vehicle are next to nothing anyway. So I had a premium account for a day because of a mission I completed, and we ended up with 64,000 credits. That is not bad in a tier 6 medium. So I hope you enjoyed the replay, and we will catch you next time. Again, subscribe if you'd like more content. Like button is over here if you'd like to hit that, or if you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button. We'll see you next time.